Good morning, children. Today we are going to discuss Unit 3 poem on killing a tree, written by Jeev Patel. About the author, Dr. Jeev Patel is one of the prominent Indian poets. His famous works include Evening, Forensic Medicine, and From Bombay Central. He has also penned 3 plays. He belongs to the group of writers who have subscribed themselves to the green movement involving in an effort to protect the environment. His poems addresses deep concern for nature and expose man's cruelty to it. He has been conducting a poetry workshop in Rishi Valley School for more than a decade. This poem is taken from his poetry collection Poems published in 1966. Children, in this poem, he equates trees with humans to convey destroying trees is just like killing a human being, and deforestation is harmful both for humans and the nature. Let's get started. Glossary: crust, the brown hard outer portion or surface. Jab, to poke. Hide, the strong thick outer skin. Leprous, covered with scales. Miniature, very small. Let's read the poem. It takes much time to kill a tree. Not a simple jab of the knife will do it. It has grown, slowly consuming the earth, rising out of it, feeding upon its crust, absorbing years of sunlight, air, water, and out of its leprous hide, sprouting leaves. Cutting down a tree was not an easy job. We might think if we have a knife, we can do it simply. It's not like that. A tree has roots deep down to the earth, absorbing nutrients and using the sunlight, water, and air around for years, sprouting out leaves from its disfigured bark. Disfigured bark, which means if we didn't cut the tree completely, if some roots or some parts remains in the earth, means the trees has the ability to regrow. So here in the first stanza, the poet tries to convey that cutting down a tree is not an easy job, which means we shouldn't cut the trees. Let's read stanza 2. So hack and chop, it is a phrase which means cut down. But this alone won't do it. Not so much pain will do it. The bleeding bark will heal, and from the close to the ground will rise curled green twigs, miniature boughs, which is unchecked will expand again to former size. So the poet conveys we can't just cut and throw the tree because it has so much pain. The trees has the ability to tolerate. Here, the poet compares the tree with the human. The bleeding barks will heal. So, while cutting, the trees bleed. Okay, it is personification, it is not real thing, it is poet's imaginary. The poet says the trees can withstand the pain. These injuries will heal, and once again the new green twig will rise from the ground, which will grow to bigger branches. If this growth is unchecked, the tree will regain its original size. The poet compares cutting a tree is equal to killing a human. So if we cut a tree, the trees will have much pain, but still the trees can regrow. If we doesn't cut it properly, the trees regrow. Dear children, here the poet doesn't insist us to cut a tree. He tries to convey the pain of a tree. To be continued in the next class. Hope you understood. Thank you, children.